Welcome to the Eumonics paradigm shift, where financial signals are as simple as point, click, no. Now, this first example, let's examine trend maps and financial signals for some information. And we're going to show you just how simple it is to do that with a simple point and click. Now, this example, we're going to look at some trend maps, and specifically, we're going to deep dive into a JP Morgan Chase example. Now, as shown here, with a simple point and click, we know quite a bit about JP Morgan's stock price. In this case, we know that the price signals for the current month indicate weakness in JP Morgan's stock price. And obviously, this represents some very important investment or potentially important investment information. Now, we look at another part of our user interface for Eumonics called Trend Explorer. In Trend Explorer, we're going to deep dive a little bit more into that list we had for JP Morgan Chase, except now we're going to deep dive into one of the particular examples here, the signals. Now, as you can see here, with a simple point and click, we know a whole lot about this particular signal. And as a matter of fact, we're showing a 100% positive outcome accuracy, which given what we know here, represents very valuable data for the month of November as far as potential investment opportunities. Now, if we're going to deep dive into this a little bit more, we can then go ahead and look at the trend analyzer of the same screen we just looked at. Over here on the right, we're going to click on that, and we're going to display some information in the form of charts that provide additional detail and value. And as you can see here, these charts present or provide some valuable investment information for folks that are digging deep into JP Morgan Chase and want to know a little bit more about their price signals and thresholds. And let's look also at another part of what we have in Eumonics. It's something we call signal reports. Now, in signal reports, you can, in this particular case, we're going to look at the software volatility index event report. So as you can see here, with a simple point and click, we know quite a bit about the software volatility index event movers with this report. So, and this represents a daily report for the strongest signals based on volatility. So based on that, you can see that BDX has a very high percent of volatility at 331.17, which in this list goes all the way down to Etsy at 66.32% volatility. So with this level of volatility, this provides valuable information for any investor that's looking at this and trying to decide where they might benefit from some investment based on volatility in the markets. And so when you see these reports given to you through a simple point and click, you're going to know quite a bit about volatility across the market. And speaking of opportunities, let's look at the Opportunity Finder for a moment. In our interface, you click on the Opportunity Finder, and what you end up seeing is the daily report for the strongest positive and negative signals in the market. So as you can see here in this particular screen, we have in the Opportunity Finder, we see a listing of companies where you're able to go through and identify through a daily report the strongest positive and negative signals across numerous companies that are listed on the exchange. So you can look at things like the call option yields, you can look at bear indicators, you can look at call option rates, numerous types of volatility indices, and even within this, you can also sort through each of these columns to show sort by change or sort by last for call option yields and so on over to put option yields. So this represents some extremely valuable investment information, and it's called the Opportunity Finder because it's very easy to look at numerous stocks and numerous indicators across the board and figure out what interests you the most, what seems to be either has the most volatility or has the largest change. All sorts of things you can look at. It's really a cornucopia of valuable data here. So using Eumonics allows you, and I think we've displayed here, to easily point and click so that you know more about potential investment opportunities.